This is the Paint the Town Red podcast. My name is Chance. It is Monday afternoon, and there's much to cover. Federal news: during Biden's term, CIA assessment points to COVID-19 lab leak theory. They initially said it was from a bat, not from a lab. The CIA Director John Ratcliffe joins Fox News to share Trump's bid to reinstate trust in the CIA. He states Trump told him to get politics out of the intelligence agencies. I pray the American people don't forget that the Democratic administration lied to us about a serious disease that paralyzed America and the world, both those affected by it and by those in charge of shutting down our schools, churches, and business. Trump takes on Bank of America, claiming at the World Economic Forum, or known as Davos, that the B of A denied banking with multiple conservatives. They claim this is not true. A wizard from a Waverly Place, Selena Gomez, posted a video crying about mass deportation and how she's so sad it's affecting the children. Where was this attitude during the Lincoln Riley incident when she was brutally murdered by a criminal alien? Trump reverses tariffs on Colombia after their president accepts Trump's planned deportations. Hopefully the other countries are watching. Mexico is dispersing the caravans coming through their country to stop them using Mexico as a bypass to get into the U.S. after Trump's threats of high tariffs. Wow, I guess they are watching. After the Kansas City win on Sunday, Miss McHolmes took to social media to remind Bills fans that she didn't forget about the Kermit the Frog doll dressed as Patrick Mahomes with a noose around his neck. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone will forget that. Financial news: Walmart, Costco, TJ Maxx, and Amazon will be the retail winners of 2025, Gerald Stork says, former CEO of Target. Costco shareholders push back as anti-DEI policies are proposed. Unlike Walmart, Amazon, and Harley-Davidson, Costco chooses to keep DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion. Experts claim they will be done with DEI in less than a year when the audits come out showing the poor results. Stock market overall looks to be trending down, but there are a few outliers, Apple, Meta, and Starbucks being amongst them. The tech war between US and China wages on. Putin claims whoever wins the AI race will rule the world. After China's latest moves in DeepSeek, the U.S.'s lead is shortening. Some local news: Los Angeles fire chief warned board members that her department needed fully staffed crews dedicated to clearing brush for 2 years. They relied mostly on young volunteers. While some residents have sued the government, residents have little recourse due to the protections that the elected officials have. Virtually no responsibility for passing counterproductive rules and regulations. Local virtual enterprise competition takes place where teams from high schools compete in business planning. Ridgeview placed first, Stockdale placed second, and Centennial placed third. Wow. Now they will move on to the national competition. Ridgeview beat Centennial and Stockdale. That's surprising. A bit of history: Trump calling out the Bank of America and pulling funding from Ukraine is seen by some as exactly what we should be doing, but to others seems worrisome. These big changes can cause the uprising of the most powerful people and families in the world, to which some of them heavily invest in our country. On June 18, 1815, during the war between France and England, the Battle of Waterloo, some of the most powerful people that controlled the banking systems in France and in England funded both sides of the war, betting on both sides in order to hedge against loss. They were criticized later for prolonging the war and causing more deaths during the final battle. They set up spies to send messenger pigeons of who won the war between Napoleon and England in order to get the information before the rest of the public did. After England was established the victor, the spies sent off the messenger pigeons to the bankers that England had won the war. Deceitfully, the bankers had their managers spread the message that Napoleon had actually won. This caused the British pound to tank and for people to start panic selling bonds for incredibly low prices. The bankers then went and bought them all up. When the English arrived to deliver the true victors, all of the bonds had been sold and been owned by the banks, causing them to 3x their money in just one day. Funding both sides of the war put both England and France in the debt of the bank. They didn't care that countless lives had been lost or countless people losing their entire life savings. This is a lesson through history that can be reflected on today. Do you see any correlations between this event of the past and today? Love to hear your thoughts and comments below. This is the Paint the Town Red podcast. I hope you have a great Monday.